So it's hard to know where to start here. Let me present you with a scenario. So suppose you are a board of leaders that is tasked with the spiritual welfare of an organization or the general welfare of an organization. And you receive a first verbal and then thoroughly documented written complaint of abuse by the leader of the organization. And we'll just say spiritual abuse because that's what the abuse was. Um, and deviance from being able to uh, fulfill the minimum qualifications for that person's vocation, for the leader of the organization's vocation. Um, and then upon further inspection, you realize that five others have expressed concern about not only that particular individual's leadership, but your leadership as a board. And actually, there are concerns within your own board about, hey, it doesn't seem like things are being done correctly here. And you look back in the past and you see, oh wow, when an allegation of spiritual abuse by three people that were um, by three people in in a challenging church ministry environment, um, brought allegations of spiritual abuse. We hired a law firm and did a full investigation and reported it out to the congregation. And then when a more complex issue with more people involved arises, we believe that there's nothing there, and that the 14 people who have expressed concerns and inability to reconcile with this individual are in fact wrong, and this person is correct. So what would you do? Right? Would you assume that you had the truth and you were unbiased enough to conduct a thorough investigation or supervise thorough investigations into these matters to ascertain the truth? Well, our board of elders did. So they believed, I'll say the majority of our board of elders. The majority of our board of elders started with a conception that a particular person is um, correct no matter what, it seems, um, in the face of significant allegations to the contrary, and proceeded to stomp on um, congregational norms, and actually the bylaws of our own church, the code of ethics for the four C's, and even in some cases, Massachusetts law and the Cambridge platform. So there have been fairly egregious institutional wrongs. Our church struggles with pride. We have a long history of that. We actually built the tallest building in North America, and it was that way for decades, back a couple hundred years ago. And so that's a symbol of we struggle with pride, we trust in our people, we trust in our own processes, and we have challenges surrendering into basically anything where we might not have control. We have trouble ceding control. I count myself among this group, for sure. Not the board of elders, but just among those who struggle with surrendering control. And it's quite challenging to um, believe that they are earnestly pursuing with open hands the will of the congregation as those who discern God's will through the Spirit. And that's a problem if they're going to want to continue associating with the four C's. So I do think that it's worth looking into the facts of the last couple of years and understanding where rebuke and correction might be necessary for our church, because I think we need accountability from our body. So, yeah, I think that's what we've got about this particular one. Thanks.